And we are back with Vinsanity on Deus Ex Human Revolution. This is part 7. We are continuing with the end of our first successful mission, if you ask me. We got the hostages. We got the wife. We did not get the bad guy, but I feel like that's the ending that we were supposed to go for. Killing him was not really going to get us where we wanted. And I think we'll be seeing him later on down the line. So we're going to move on to a cutscene, probably, and get a little bit more story for the next upcoming episodes.
Yeah, get me out of here, Malik.
Your wish is my command. Climb in.
And up we go. With the blue flame engines. Kind of like that. Classy. And the ever so popular loading screen with the hallways of Seraph Industries. I'm assuming. I mean, it kind of looks like what we've been in the entire time. Well, not the entire time. I guess that's more from the tutorial mission. But yeah, that reminds me of Seraph Industries. And, ooh. I am curious to see if Seraph actually turns out to be a bad guy, though. How does he screw me in the end? And I'm starting to question, like, is Megan alive somewhere?
New orders just in, Jensen. The boss wants Pritchard to examine the Typhoon ASAP.
Copy that. Thanks for the lift.
No problem. Hey, and Jensen, I just wanted to say, new look suits you. Like you haven't missed a beat at all.
Thanks.
So, how's it feel? Being augmented.
Excuse me?
Don't take it the wrong way. I mean, I've got a few neuro enhancements myself. Discreet ones to help me fly better. But I chose to get them implanted. You didn't. Now that you had a chance to try them out, what do you think?
Today felt good, surprisingly good. They came in handy today, but still, I didn't choose to get augmented. I think people should stop asking me so many questions. I'm gonna go.
I'm not gonna lie and say they didn't come in handy back there. But like you said, I didn't choose to get augmented.
So it'll take some getting used to. I get it. But don't be surprised if the boss keeps pushing you to get more.
Why? What do you mean?
You know how he is. He thinks augmentations are the be-all, end-all of everything. And he can't understand why someone wouldn't want to become more than human.
Megan used to say the same thing.
I'm not surprised. The research she was doing was pretty damn inspired. Might have convinced a lot more people to give what we make here a try.
If that bastard hadn't killed her.
Listen, Jensen. I know you want to find the men who attacked us, and so do I. If I can help in any way, all you gotta do is ask.
Actually, there is something.
Let's get a little bit more information.
I want to know about the first attack.
Fine. Ask away.
Oh shit. Okay, I didn't think it was going to be this in-depth. But you know what? It's great, let's go for it. I've been thinking about why they attacked. What they were really after.
I've been thinking about why they attacked. What they were really after.
Isn't it obvious? They didn't want us going to Washington.
No, that was just timing. Hearings can be rescheduled. Somebody else can present Megan's findings.
I don't think so, Jensen. They took out her whole team. Declan Faraday, Vasily Savchenko, Nia Colvin, even Eric Koss. The labs their bodies were found in.
Were burned to a crisp. I know.
The only reason you weren't caught in the fire was because that retaining wall came down. Saved your life, believe it or not.
So the whole attack was just to destroy Megan's research.
Sure looks that way. Mr. Seraph is hoping to reconstruct it, but it may take months. If he can keep us solvent that long.
See, that's my issue right now. Megan and her lab partners, they were all burnt to a crisp. Were they really killed? Games like this have a way of sneaking up on you and throwing those characters back into the game. I have a feeling we're going to see some of them pop up. Maybe not all of them, but we're going to see some of them pop back up. That's just my prediction as of now.
Did anyone else see them? The men who attacked?
Not well enough to get a description. Pritchard got some fuzzy images off one of the intellicams, but his tapes were all confiscated by Homeland Security.
Homeland? I heard Homicide passed it over to Special Investigations. Detroit Special Investigations.
They did, for the first month. After that, all I really know is the case is still pending, and Mr. Seraph is not pleased.
Okay. Last one.
You were there that night. What do you remember about it?
That it was chaos. First, everybody figured there'd been some kind of accident, but Pritchard couldn't get a good visual and communications were haywire. Then we heard the explosions. By the time anyone knew what had hit us,
they were gone.
Whoever they were good, Jensen. Special training good.
I figured that.
I'm gonna find him, Malik. One way or another.
I believe you. And just so you know, when you do, I've got your back.
I appreciate that, Malik, but right now...
You've got to get the Typhoon into the tech lab, right. See you later then. Oh, and Jensen, the boss wants a face-to-face debrief in his office once it's secure.
Roger that. Good night, Malik.
Who actually says roger that in a conversation? I don't know that that's actually a thing. I mean, even in military or places like that, it just does not seem like something that's actually said. That's just more of a movie magic kind of deal. So I'm going to Pritchard's first.
I don't buy for a second he was with Purity first. I think someone slipped him into Sanders' group.
There we go. Who are you? Oh, that's Pritchard. I thought that was a female when I first came in.
Well, well. If it isn't Attila the Hun, fresh from the killing fields. If this is about the Typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hacked through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the Typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way.
I don't want to get along with you. I don't like you. I don't know, just something about you just puts me off. I don't like you. Oh. If my inventory wasn't full, I'd take your little candy bar there. Nice little office though. Little ooh. Taking your credits. Just took 91 bucks. Shove off. Okay. Now we're headed around the other way to speak to Seraph, I think. For my little debriefing. I don't want to talk to you. Don't know why my mouse took me over there. Oh, we're gonna go up. Up in the ladder. Going up. Now what's gonna get attacked? Where's my next mission? Oh, the city. Oh, where'd my city go? Aw. Now I'm in just a tube.
I'm telling you, Hugh, he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile. We'll talk later.
Don't act like you play baseball.
Yeah, you wanted to see me?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check him with Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Get her to get a checkup.
Oh, he's pushing those implants.
Listen, about Sanders?
Yeah, about Sanders. What the hell were you thinking? Letting him slip away like that? I sent you in there to take care of things.
Okay, you asked me to deal with the situation, and that's what I did. I'm hoping it'll pay off later. Sanders won't rest until he learns who set him up. Sanders isn't the mastermind behind this, boss. I'm going with the gamble.
I'm hoping it'll pay off for us later. Sanders was furious when he found out his hacker was augmented. He's not gonna rest till he finds out who set him up.
Oh, and you're naive enough to think he'll share the information when he gets it. I thought you were ready for this, Adam.
I am. Today's attack was just a shell game being run by somebody else. I intend to find out who and why, so that it never happens to anybody again.
Good, 'cause so do I. That hacker in Sanders' group, you're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
Well, maybe they didn't like being held off so long at the plant. Maybe someone else is offering more. What do you want me to do, boss?
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You've still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
You got it. Boss, what are you asking me to do? It's not exactly legal. Ooh, both of these answers could be fun. I mean, this one, just kind of go with the plan. This,
Boss, what you're asking me to do, it's not exactly legal.
No, it isn't. You got a problem with that?
Just figured I'd point it out.
Just figured I'd point it out.
Oh,
Pretty good at
thanks.
this.
And believe me, if I had another option, we'd be taking it. But these past 6 months, seems like all the influence I built up in this city just dried up and blew away.
Well, you were able to keep SWAT from infiltrating the plant until I got the typhoon.
Just barely. And now someone else is pulling strings to keep us in the dark? We need that neural hub, son. It's key to finding out who's behind these attacks.
And
Not your son.
did it. I'm on it.
Alright, I know we only got really some story in that episode. It has been some good storytelling, though. I've definitely caught on to a little bit more of the direction of the game. I hope you guys have too in what we've watched. One thing I did want to point out that I couldn't really do it while they were talking is that the first cutscene when you come into his office looked really, really dark. And then when you start talking to him, it was really bright. Like, what was with that lighting contrast? Okay, rant over. That was it. But I wonder if you guys noticed the same thing. Like I said, though, I'm going to cut it here. This is episode, I want to say 7. So I hope you join me in episode 8. I will be continuing on and moving to the police station to check out that augmented. So follow me on episode 8. See you guys later.